Well, the first reaction was like, who's this guy? I mean, like Cuonzo Martin? I'd never heard that guy name at all. So the first thing I did was just went on the internet and researched his name. I mean, to be honest, he seemed like a great guy. The guy battled through cancer, battled through, I think, knee surgery while he was in college. And has shown that, he got a lot of what's called integrity in him, and just a lot of proven track that he can overcome certain, to come in Tennessee and what's going on right now, he has to overcome a lot in order to get this program back where it's need to be.
I think the hire is a good hire. He's a coach who emphasizes defense and emphasizes rebounding, and those are two really key elements of winning basketball games. I know there's been some reaction from the fans, but I do recall that in looking at our schedule last year that we played Mr. Martin's team, and we beat them on our court by 4 points, which tells me that they're probably a lesser level team, but they're competitive enough to challenge a team that was a number 9 seed in the NCAA tournament on their home court.
I've actually never heard of him. I know he's from Purdue, and he has a pretty decent record at Missouri State, so I think it could be a good move. I am a Bruce Pearl fan. I mean, I think that he was a really good coach, and I think he brought a lot to the table, but I am going to give him a chance. I think anybody deserves a good chance to be a coach.
I think that we definitely have someone with high character to this point. That seems to be something that specifically like Gene Katie had talked about, a lot of leadership skills. And it'll be interesting to see how he does. I think that he's going to have to do some recruiting within his own team, and that's going to be the biggest challenge at this stage. A lot of fans may not know who he is, and that'll be another test. So he's definitely come into a situation, I think, that if he hits the ground running, he'll do well. But he's got a lot of things on his plate that he's going to have to address.
I'll give him a chance. I'm a little, I feel like that we're quick to massacre our own. So I guess the judgment's out.
It's a good selection. So Missouri Valley is one of the better mid-major conferences, and he comes out of Purdue as an assistant coach, so I think that's good background for him, and he's proven himself at Missouri State, so it's probably a good selection. He seems pretty high energy, which you probably need to replace Bruce Pearl.
Well, to be honest with you, I'd never heard of him before, and I thought I kept up with sports pretty good, but I had to look him up, and I was somewhat cynical about it when I first heard it. Thought it was a pretty quick hire. But since that time, I've done a little research on him, saw an interview that he's done, saw that he, when he accepted the Coach of the Year out of his conference, and I was pretty impressed. I thought that he had a good story to tell. He seemed like a good man and a good coach with a good pedigree of some coaches that he'd worked with before. So, I'm looking forward to it. I'll give him a chance.
He's not very well known, but he did have a good year last year. He's coming from a mid-major, and last time we hired someone from the mid-major, they did great here. So I have confidence in Hamilton and his decision to hire the right coach, and I hope that he does just as well as Bruce Pearl did for us. I thought that they would wait till after the tournament ended and try to talk to some of these coaches that are successful right now in the tournament, but they must have their rationale behind it, making a decision this quickly.